They did not hear me, did they?
Oh, why is it white screen? Why is it white screen? Oh, there we go.
I hope nobody heard me say
No, it didn't
bad
actually officially go live until I...
Okay, good. What's going on, you boys? It's your Chuckles boy.
Are you okay?
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Chuckles here. Back at it again.
No name here.
And we're doing some, some airsoft times.
You know it's going to be a good stream when we're already laughing, and it hasn't even started yet.
Sorry. I had a long week, and it's just going to keep getting longer. Me personally, I have my senior recital this Saturday, so it's stressful.
And
but
I don't have my senior recital, so I don't have to worry about that.
Ouch. Okay, so swag, everybody, YOLO, stay well. Hey. Okay. Frig yeah.
Wow.
So
Andrew,
welcome to
you're
today.
actually on time.
So today, Adam, did you say Andrew?
I did say Andrew, didn't I?
Yes.
It's
all right.
I must have had a stroke.
Let's talk about what you're here to talk about, and that's how great Chuckles is. Am I right? That's all we're here for. Or we're here to talk about substantial subject. So the topic of today we're going to be talking about will be whether it's worth it to buy a high-end gun out the gate or to upgrade, buy a gun that you already own, maybe upgrade that. What's worth it? It's blurry. You're blurry. It's probably because of the lighting, I think.
Yeah, that is kind of... That light does
turn
kind
off the counter. Maybe?
Let's see if that helps.
You pulling up the calendar?
Oh, yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, I got the calendar pull up already.
Okay, good.
So, to go over a couple, just a couple little snippet announcements before we get into the actual meat and taters. I gotta stop saying that because it always makes me hungry.
Oh, dang. I could go for some meat and taters.
But Nerf Night is still going strong. We just did another Nerf Night tonight. It was actually a pretty damn big turnout, which is odd because usually this time of the year is when it starts to die down because a lot of kids start to get into their spring and summer sports.
Yeah.
So it's definitely good to see that that's still
there were a lot of
pretty
people
good turnout.
flowing through.
So this Saturday, we are having our first ever return of Pistol Shotgun Night.
Yeehaw!
So we're still going to have regular airsoft gaming from 12 to 8, but then from 8 to midnight, there's no age restriction on it, but it's going to be Pistol Shotgun Night. Now with Pistol Shotgun Night, there's going to be no gas blowback rifles. It's just pistols and shotguns and no tapazines. So gas blowback pistols and either spring or gas shotguns. That is it. Because that was probably the biggest complaint we got about the previous Pistol Shotgun Night was that we allowed gas blowback rifles. So, hi Cloudy. So that's going to be making a return. I know a bunch of you guys are going to be excited for that. And then the following weekend, the 30th, is going to be another adult night. So 18 plus. Same rules as always. You're still getting that 400 FPS limit. You're still getting no safety kill distance. It's 18 plus. If you look questionable, we will card you. And if you're not here for either Pistol Shotgun Night or adult night.
Oh man, I won't be here for adult
you're a loser.
night or Pistol Shotgun
I guess
night.
you're a loser.
I won't be here for either. Oh no. But we also have... Tom, tell him. Tell him, do it.
I don't know what you're talking about. And then on the 7th, we actually will have Extreme Vice. So it's going to be a big Miami Vice-themed event. So make sure you guys are... You don't have to, but it's recommended that you dress appropriate for the team that you register for. So if you... Make sure you pre-register first off. Because if you pre-register, you save yourself the $5, and you get to pick the team that you go on, and you get a free event patch.
Oh, snap. Winning.
So who doesn't want a free event patch? But you get to pick the team, save yourself the money. Now, we recommend dressing up for something that would be appropriate for your team. So if you decide to join, let's say, the Vice Squad, make sure you guys are dressing up in not necessarily a suit, but nice button-down shirt with some khakis, maybe some dress shoes, or even a Hawaiian shirt or something. And if you're going to be doing, let's say, the drug cartel, which is going to be La Barba, which stands for the beard.
Yes.
Which is going to be very appropriate. But... make sure you guys are dressing up appropriate for your teams. It's just going to make it easier for you to be able to find out who's friendly and who's not when you're out in the field. So just to make it a little bit easier for you guys. But definitely check that out. Definitely head up to the website. Get that pre-reg up. It is going to be awesome.
It'll be legit
Awesome.
I have a question in the chat from Supreme Brick. These are the G&G ARP9s in front of us. Their price varies. The plain Jane black one is $220 about.
The Battleship Gray is $225-ish, roughly, plus or minus $1 or $2.
And then the color kit. So we have we don't actually have the Sky anymore.
That was the first one to sell.
Yeah, we sold out of those guys. Those ones. But with the color kits are normally $100 extra separately. But you can buy the ARP9 with the color kit. Here we have them for about $240. So you get it for a good price. Since you brought it up, we might as well talk about Juggernaut helmet does not count. Ugh. So I might as well start talking about these ARP9s, our product spotlight, since we did all our Extreme announcements. So if you've been anywhere on the market, if you've been in Airsoft for any amount of time, I guarantee you've heard of the ARP9s.
If you have ears, I guarantee you've heard of them.
Yes, even my mom has heard of the ARP9. Only because I told her this morning, and she was like, okay. Which also didn't happen, but it could have. But these things have been all the rage. Normally, they're really hard for us to get in stock. Fortunately, because of SHOT Show, they had a really great inventory, and we were able to bring in this entire selection of ARP9s, plus more G&G rifles, but we sold out of most of those. But the ARP9s are a great option. They were the first to really burst on the market with something with the whole 9mm M4 design in Airsoft, which is super cool because not only does that mean upgrading wise, you have a version 2 M4 gearbox, so you could put anything in it, Gate Titan, all of the things. The upgrade amount possibility is limitless. Plus you have a compact magazine. I mean, like, this is a 300 round high cap, 60 round mid cap, 30 round mid cap, or a 1500 round drum mag. Low cap. Yes. And
now, I do want to mention something about the whole craze of the pistol caliber carbine thing.
Yes.
Now, when these dropped on the market, obviously now everybody and their grandmother wanted to get some sort of pistol caliber carbine, which is why Classic Army makes the the X9, I think is what it's called. Then you have the Ares M40 X45 or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I think it's like the Ares M45, and then KWA
has their TK45s. I do want to mention, I liked pistol caliber carbines before these came out, so I'm cooler than all of you. Just saying. But no, they're all, you're basically getting an you're basically getting an M4, but in a super small compact platform with super small mags, and I believe these mags work in the X9, or is it the other way around?
The X9 mags work in the ARP9, but the ARP9 mags don't work in the X9. So if you wanted to get them in like a red or a blue magazine color, you can get those. Because they still have the back, but the X9 uses a different release, just a standard M4.
Getting the orange one with an orange mag.
If they made one.
Oh,
I need to make them.
I know.
But they also have the orange, though. I mean, this is my personal favorite. That's why I grabbed it.
Yeah,
but they make the aftermarket color kits. So these guys it looks hot. Me personally, I'd get the Battleship Gray and put the orange on it.
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
See?
Ooh.
Revolutionary. But the cool thing is they have the MOSFET in them, so you can run it. It's recommended you run an 11.1 on this thing. You'll maximize your trigger response. You have the ETU, so there's no... the G&G ETUs are just so great. Their trigger units are great. And if you hold it your trigger down on semi with your battery plugged in for 10 seconds, your auto turns in a 3-round burst. It's straight version 2, so you have their rotary style hop-up, G&G green bucking, and their Type bore barrels. So, and you have metal flip-up front rear sights, fully removable. For any red dot, I'd probably put like a T1 on this to get that really up. 2-position retractable stock. I mean, this thing is nice. One complaint can be the battery compartment, but AirTech makes an extension unit that just clips right in. So if you want to run a larger battery, you definitely can.
Now, since you mentioned battery space, we do actually have an 11-1 stick battery that is shorter than most that will actually work in those stocks without having to really worry about crunching the wires in there. It is still a little bit tight, but it's not as bad as trying to put some other batteries in there.
Yes.
So if you want to run an 11-1 and you really don't want to worry too much about getting that battery extension, then definitely check out that shorter stick that we got here. But if not, if you want to run a slightly bigger battery, get yourself a longer lasting battery, someone's got a higher milliamp hours, then by all means go ahead and get that battery extension, toss that on there, give you that extra space. But
pretty swag.
I really, really want one of these now.
It's only because I said I wanted one.
No, I've actually wanted one of these for a little while. Since I saw that orange one, I've wanted to get one.
I told you, the orange is the hotness.
The orange is pretty damn sexy, I'll tell you that.
I think I'm just going to special order an orange color kit. I'm just going to buy the gray one. And I'll have the super... That'll be swag. That'll be different. I'll stand out.
So
but
if anybody wants to buy me the ARP9 with the Orange Ranger kit, by all means, feel free to buy it for me. We'll just pretend it's my birthday or something, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, every day can be my birthday. So, other than that, product spotlight, ARP9's really solid option for CQB. I wouldn't necessarily recommend if you're trying to do some sort of a DMR kind of thing because you're a nerd and you think that your DMR is amazing. But whatever, that's irrelevant. But anyways, yeah, they make a good sidearm too. I mean, these things are so lightweight, but they feel so durable. Like, I don't know. When we first got them in forever ago, I thought they were metal just because of how solid they felt. But they're just their standard G&G polymer bodies.
There's a reason why just G&G as a company as a whole, but there's a reason why the ARP9s are one of the most popular guns in the market.
True. It's because they're hot. And their trigger response is crazy. When you have an 11-1.
It still blows my mind when I go to bring somebody's ARP9 over to Chrono, and you can let off rounds stupid fast. It's literally almost an instantaneous trigger response.
Yes.
I want it so bad now. I hate that I want all the things.
Me too.
Because when I want all the things, it makes me even more sad because now I don't have the money to buy all the things. So now I'm even more sad. Because now I can't have all the things.
So that's something. Just keep that in mind. Next time you're trying to look for a new CQB gun, come check out the ARP9s. I mean, we're getting pretty low on them. The ARP9s are hot. I mean, they've
been flying out of here.
We had a huge inventory of them, but now we're getting down to low quantities. So pay attention. We'll answer some questions that y'all put down in the
bless you
in the chat, and then we'll get to our thing.
So
Donate to the Tom Wants Free Money Foundation now. For just the small payment of $100, you can make Tom happy. And he won't look like a homeless guy if we raise enough money.
Oh.
What colors for the i4? We have all of them that they make.
And we're waiting on getting a restock on a bunch of them too. There were a few colors that were out of stock, but I'm trying to get a restock on at least some of the popular colors that are at least available anyway.
I like this.
So, Limitless Brian, we do buy used guns, but right now we're kind of on a slowdown with the used guns. So we're really not looking to bring any in right this second, but yes, we do buy used guns.
How good are Tokyo Marui guns? Tokyo Marui guns are really high quality. If you're talking gas blowbacks, you're going to want to make sure you don't run green gas. You want to run duster gas, because if you run green gas, your plastic slide will break. But the hop-ups are pretty incredible in the Tokyo Maruis. They're hard to get stateside. There's no real wholesale retailer short of Evike for Tokyo Marui that's easily accessible. So,
wait, who? I thought we were the only retailer.
We're the only retailer. Never mind. I don't know who Evike is. High quality products, but they come at a price point. But there's a reason. But the issue you run into is there's no aftermarket support. So you could buy your, let's say in theory, your $620 recoil shock Scar Heavy, and the thing dies. You might be stuck. GTP 9s?
The next time I put in a G&G order, absolutely.
Yes.
I'm going to bring in a bunch of those because those were pretty popular too. Those
Yeah,
were pretty
those
hot.
things were...
So those things flew out of here pretty darn quick. So absolutely, when I do put in my next G&G order, absolutely I'll be bringing those in.
Do you guys sell M4 stocks? Probably back. Yes, we sell M4 stocks. We have a pretty decent selection. We're going to hopefully have a few more relatively soon. All right, now let's talk the biz. What you all came here for. I mean, you talked to me. You're pretty much only here. Am I getting the Division 2? I don't know.
I might actually get it when I go home today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might.
I like the Division 1. What do you mean Airsoft Commandos? Define. Like Black Ops Commando? Black Ops 1?
I think he means like short, stubby M4, like what PTS has.
Yeah.
Yes, they actually just announced those. They just announced.
I had the Echo 1 Stag 15 M4 is like the Commando, like Black Ops Commando.
But yeah, PTS just
they dropped their N23, which is super tiny. It's cool, but
that is actually really cool.
It uses the i5 gearbox, so the spring guide I believe comes at the top of the gearbox if you want to switch the springs. So then you just need to pop your upper off, I think. It has a MOSFET and everything, so it's cool. All right. Speaking of guns with upgrades, guys, what's the best option? There's so many options out here, like the M4 with a 9 millit. What do you mean?
An M4 with a 9mm adapter, so an ARP9.
Done. Buy it.
Done.
Buy
Game
it.
over.
Anyways, is it better to buy a high-end gun out the gate, or should you buy your gun and upgrade it? Tom, what's your opinion?
So before I base my opinion, I want to answer this question really quick. This is actually a really tough one to answer. ARP9 or Avalon?
I've been really trying, babe.
Honestly, I really do love the Avalons, and I actually have an Avalon myself.
Ooh, I like this. I almost bought an Avalon.
That's really, really tough, to be honest with you. They're both super solid guns. It really all depends on what you plan on doing with it. If you want that small, compact, lightweight gun, ARP9 all the way, because the Avalons are full metal. They've got some weight to them. So they're definitely not lightweight at all. But if you don't mind carrying that little bit of extra weight and you want more of that M4 style magazine, the magazine compatibility with pretty much 90% of the players that go play Airsoft ever, then by all means go with an Avalon.
And you also have a 1-year warranty versus a 90-day warranty. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. There's probably, I mean, you're looking at a $120 price difference between the two products. But they're two different tiers of Airsoft rifle.
Yeah.
So
the ARP9 being more of an intermediate level gun, where the Avalon being more of a pro line gun.
Yes. All right, Tom. Answer your question. My question to you.
My question? Answer my question?
Which is it better to buy an upgraded gun, pre-upgraded, or to upgrade one on your own? Not necessarily just like externally as well. You know, like if you want to upgrade,
overall is
just
like
anything you want to change about your Airsoft gun.
Anything that would be other than from the factory, basically.
Yes.
So I'm more on the line of building a gun, upgrading a gun that you have. And the reason why I say that is especially if you end up doing the work on your own, if you learn how to do the work. If you don't know what you're doing, don't try doing it alone. But if you end up learning how to do the work on your own and you figure it out and you buy all the parts necessary and you physically build this gun and it's an absolute machine, you're going to be a lot more proud of it. He's hilarious. Yes. If we're thinking about the same guy, yes, comedian. Bert. You're going to be a lot more proud of it when you actually go out there with this super, super upgraded gun, both internally and externally, than if you were to just buy a super crazy high-end gun out of the box. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying a super high-end gun out of the box, like a Scorpion, like an Avalon, but when you take your Elite Force M4 CQB, or you take your G&G Combat Machine, and you put the time, and you put the effort, and you put the money into turning that into just as good as an Avalon or an ARP9 or a Scorpion, you're going to be super proud of that gun. And I don't know, that's probably what I would lean towards. Just you get more satisfaction out of it.
But what if, like, I mean, 90% of people, or 80%, a large percentage of airsofters can't tech and don't know how to tech. So the problem is now you're paying somebody else to do it.
Yeah.
And I understand yes, it's very satisfying. I mean, like, I used to have, like, used guns all the time. I'd just buy used guns, and I'd, like, upgrade the hop-up or, basic stuff like that. And I was like, ha, 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 I got it. So upgrade your Polar Star. Did you Polar Star? Upgrade your Walmart shotgun.
No,
heavy spring.
no RP46. Okay.
Me personally, this was a debate that I had when I bought the Evo, right? The thing I wanted to do is I was like, well, if I'm gonna buy an M4, I want it to be high quality. Like, I love the Avalon, but I want more performance. I want a better MOSFET. Because even though it's a basic MOSFET, every system kind of has its shortcomings. It's not like a simple MOSFET, but there's no adjustability that you have with that. So my idea in my head was either I was gonna buy an Avalon and then just gut it and then build the thing up like crazy, or I was gonna try to buy a gun that's pre-built. Don't have to worry about. I don't want to upgrade anything in it. Like, just lots less of a headache. I'm not one for, like, crazy projects. Like, I can take apart a gun for the most part. Like, I can fix hop-ups. I can change that. I can change a motor. But, like, upgrading internally, like pulling apart the gearbox, short of changing a spring, it's not my thing. Me personally, I ended up going with the Evo because it had all the upgrades that I wanted. I mean, and the good thing is that you have to find something obviously you like. And I like the Evo a lot. There was nothing that I wanted to change about it. And there's still nothing really I want to change about it, honestly. But for me, for my needs, if I just need a gun I need to pick up and it's going to work every time, then I'm going to buy a gun that's pretty much ready to go. Because then I know I have warranty to fall back on, so I don't have to do any tech work. And I have a nice gun. I don't need to worry about parts fitting, because that's another problem people run into, is they build the guns and they might buy a rail system and then the rail system doesn't line up, so there's space and it looks kind of weird. Or you buy, a motor grip and the motor grip doesn't fit, which happens actually a lot. I have the Evo carbine, the BET with the suppressor. Fire! But I had everything I needed, and it had a higher end MOSFET in it, and that was really what I wanted. Is I wanted a gun that was upgraded out the gate anyway, so I opted for the Evo personally.
I might actually buy an ASG MOSFET, toss that in the build that I have going on.
They're pretty nice. The ASCUs, I mean, they had a generational
We only have the version 3 one here.
We used to have the ASCUs used to have a problem in like their 3rd or 4th gen, but the recent gen, I believe, has fixed it.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about that. I think it's the Gen 5, which is the most recent one.
Yeah,
I've heard nothing but great things about it.
I think it was the Gen 4s or the Gen 3s. We just had they just didn't work ever. But that's why me personally, like, and I mean, it suits, it's how it suits everybody's need, You run into issues where, I mean, you could be if you're tech savvy, like, you can buy a gun, pull it apart, and upgrade it. But also sometimes you're like, do I really want to upgrade, like, my G&G combat machine? Just because you're stuck with, you're locked into that lower end kind of body. Not that it's, like, crap. Like, G&G bodies are really solid, but you want to make that upgrade. Like, am I going to keep upgrade? Am I going to, spend $180 on my setup with my combat machine? I double that price. I have my aluminum body, MOSFET, quick change spring. I have a high torque motor, Type 4, rotary style hop up, Avalon, all these things. And you're gonna end up dumping the same amount. I mean, you figure you get a good MOSFET, $100, a motor, $65. Then you're looking at piston, $15, and it's nickel and dime the rest of it, $25, $30, $40 for a gear set. And then now you need 11 ones to run that thing, and then blah 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 blah. And so for me, I just see it's easier to just buy. If you're not tech savvy and you don't really, if there's a gun that you have or that you like in its configuration, you're not going to change anything, and it fills all the needs that you have, then that's the one you're going to want to go with. I always would rather just buy a gun that works. I mean, now my MP7's kind of almost not really becoming a project gun. It's just broken, but I put a Type 4 in it. I'm going to buy,
broken?
Yeah, the wiring is, one of the wires kind of got pulled, so waiting on that. But that'll come, the new wiring, so I get more time behind the Evo again, which is nice. I thought about selling it, but I'm not selling. I don't think I'm going to sell it. Because again, it's reliable. Like, the MP7 was a gun that I had upgraded, and I was pretty set, but everything kind of has its shortcomings, so I just foresee myself getting a system that works just the way it is. Because even if you're upgrading, sometimes buying a fusion engine, or even sometimes single solenoid units, you have to modify the gun, the gearbox, stuff like that to get it to fit. Sometimes it's not very common. Yeah, nobody knows because it's an AEP. Who cares to work on it? You just take it apart yourself. Jason, do it. So me personally, I've just gotten to a point where I don't really want to have to do anything. I'm the one that was I'm about to buy a Scar Heavy, a TM one, and upgrade it. But if I'm going to buy a gun, I don't want to have to work on it to get it to where I want it to be. I'm going to buy a gun that's okay, this is the configuration it's in. It's what I need. But I've been on both sides. I will do both. That TM MP7 is my project gun. Pretty much now at this point.
I guess it's really kind of situational.
Yeah.
Because there are situations where if you aren't tech savvy and you're not going to know how to do the work on your own, then
don't touch it.
Yeah,
don't touch it.
Definitely don't touch it.
If you want your gun to work and you're not a tech, don't touch your gun.
Don't ever touch it. And if your friend says he knows how to tech on it, don't let them touch it.
Friends don't let friends tech on airsoft guns.
They don't actually know what they're doing. I can't tell you how many times a kid will come in and say, yeah, I had my friend tech on it and it's broken. It's wow, really? I could have told you that. So, best hop up and bucking for the Fusion in the ARP9.
So far, we've had great success with the Prometheus hop-up units, the rotary style ones. They're really nice. Stefano, our tech, likes them. Pro-Wins used to be Douai, but they are no longer Douai. They have lost the way. So you have to modify them, which Dremeling, and if I have to do any maintenance to it, I'm out. Done. Sorry. Bye. See ya. Have a good day. As for bucking, you probably want to go with Prometheus Purple. Because it's a fusion engine, you don't really run into an issue where you're going to need a harder bucking for the BB to sit, like you would with a Jack or an Inferno or something. You'd want a hard bucking for that to get it to sit right better every time. So I recommend the Prometheus Purples.
He's saying it's the one that's in his ARP9 is crappy already.
So I'd recommend the Prometheus hop-up as a general all-around thing, and a Prometheus Purple bucking as well. Will get you pretty decent results. You can always go with a flat hop as well. But
just buy all the things.
Yeah, buy a flat hop. If you know how to flat hop, buy a Maple Leaf, or I think Prometheus even has flat hop nubs that are pretty decent. So you just buy the flat hop nub, learn how to modify your. Because I did a hop up. I had a flat hop for a bit, and most of the guys at Amped, when they did all of their HPA setups, they only ran. Everybody ran the same exact flat hop setup. The Mazu Firefly nub and blah blah blah. So I recommend Prometheus and Prometheus. The Prometheus is just a really good option overall. They make high quality parts.
Pretty much everything they make is going to be super high quality.
Yes.
They can get pricey compared to some other brands, but it's absolutely worth spending the money on pretty much anything Prometheus.
Is that Mr. Shram? Is that a friend Brian? Is that Brian?
That is Brian.
Hey,
I'm
Brian!
pretty sure that's Brian.
Hey, it is you. I was like, I know this. I know that description. Very cool. That's what I would recommend. The Prometheus hop-ups are nice, and you're going to have a purple. Get the purple bucking. Soft buckings you're going to want for the Fusion engine versus a hard bucking. Single solenoid units pretty much need a hard bucking. Like Wolverine, right? You could literally go, they have Facebook groups and everything, and you could post, ask questions, whatever. But they have videos on the best way to maximize your system kind of thing. Like, they're like, all right, they were like, across our multiple platforms, this is what we found to be the most consistent thing to have, which was a Mad Bull red bucking, modify polycarb hop-up. And then, you could go with anything for a type bore. They could go with, wide bore barrels. The difference you'd get with that and a type bore is negligible, honestly. They did the whole Mythbusters on, does a wide bore actually do stuff? Whatever. So, but, stuff like that. So, yes.
So,
Wisdom. Polystar.
Polystar and Elite Force gun. I say yes to a Polystar and pretty much any gun.
True. What kind of Elite Force gun, though? That's a lot of guns. I think he
probably
means...
They do make quite a few guns.
I think he means CQB.
Probably.
A Polystar and Elite Force, it works. Yeah, you guys need to define Elite Force, because Elite Force has a whole... they take up, half of our wall, so they have a lot of guns. Yeah, but I imagine it's your M4 CQB. The M4 CQBs are a solid option. If you're not doing anything, if you're not outdoors or anything, just dropping a jack in it, or a Fusion engine, or an F1, or whatever you want to put in it, is still going to be a solid option. You're going to get better performance with your... An
M4.
4 CRS. That's old school. 4 CRSs, man.
How can you... I literally couldn't even see that.
Unicorn Leah, she actually posted a photo the other day where she had her Elite Force 4 CRS. Or it might have been Jet's, because Jet ran one for that used to be their flagship item, was the 4 CRS and the 4 CRL. And then they cycled on, and now you have the Avalons. So, yeah, CQB M4, if you're playing a lot of indoors, it's going to be fine. I'd recommend probably adjusting the hop-up. Buying a new hop-up system just to get something a little bit higher performance. If you're going to go nice, don't skimp out. If you're going to make that investment for a Polystar, I don't recommend skipping out on anything. Never skip out. Always go for quality. If you're going to, spend the $500, $550 and buy a Fusion engine, why would you, only have some sort of a stock hop-up or something?
Well, if you've got the money to spend on a Fusion engine, then you're going to be able to spend a couple extra bucks to get pretty much
spend the extra $100, get a nice hop-up setup. Because that's the only other thing that the rifle's essentially missing, is you've replaced you've replaced the entire gearbox, so there's no parts you can upgrade. Exactly. Saves headaches on the road. You don't need to do teching. A lot of it. And there's no reason that, the solenoids are expensive to replace, but, that's a part that you don't see go very wrong often. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta. If you're not doing anything, if you're not looking to get something, if you're looking for just performance for Polystar and you don't need to snipe kids with your M4 CQB in a stock configuration, it'll work fine. Put a jack in it, your performance will be much better. That does the job. So
I think I'm gonna send it on a Polystar for that G3.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna send it.
Polystar, your G3 kids. What are you getting though?
I don't know.
Don't go with the jack. Everybody,
no, definitely not the jack.
It's time to step up your game.
I might do an F2.
I'd say at least everybody should start setting the bar, I think, at the F1. Just because it's a more updated system and it's more efficient than the Jack, and it's like $40 more.
The Avalon Leopard.
Ooh! Fire. I wish that we could get him stateside.
Google.
Dude, it's...
Why have I not seen this
Red
yet?
Wolf has them. Because they're not dropped stateside.
Yeah, but I still figured I would have seen something about it.
The Jacks are nice, but they're an outdated system at this point. You have the F1 for $40 more. It's a lot more efficient, and your performance is going to be much higher. Color should I get the ARP9? And do they come with battery charger? We do not have the battery charger combos at our store. Yeah, the Leopard's the one that has... Yeah, it's the sick front end, right?
Yes.
Leopard is approved.
That is actually pretty damn sick looking, I'll tell you.
Thanks for joining Epic Fails. What color should you get for the ARP9? Whatever color you like. They have fire, which is red. They have amber, which is green. They have ice, which is white. They have jade, which is green. Did I already say green?
I think you said green already.
Fudge. I meant to say blue. Sky is blue. That's an obvious statement.
Is it though?
Sky is blue.
What if I'm colorblind though?
Oh, then you're inferior genetically. Done. Just
Wow.
like lefties. Get out of here. Yeah.
See, there are two types of people in this world: people who are right-handed and people who are wrong.
True. Facts. So it totally depends on whatever color your preference is. Me personally, like I said earlier, you joined late, so you didn't hear me. But I'd buy the Battleship Gray one, and I would buy the orange color kit. But the problem is that
You know exactly why the grass is green, Brian.
I'd say Battleship Gray
You
and the
know
orange.
exactly why.
The color kits normally separately are like $100, so just buy one with a color kit on it. You don't need the Battleship Gray. It looks sexy though. Do we have the hoodies? Sadly, we don't have any of our merchandise online yet.
I was just about to add the
We're
yet
working
part
on
in
this.
there.
Orange, blue, and green are lit. Yeah, I want to get the amber, the orange.
See, with the color kits, you can get whatever color kit that you want as long as it's orange. I feel like that's fair.
Let's see. How difficult is it to put in? I mean, it's not incredibly difficult to
No, it's
put
actually
a buffer tube on the
fairly
ARP9s, but you have to find like specific ones just because their bodies aren't made stock in their configuration to kind of put a buffer tube on. Though I've seen a few people have made it work with like I think someone put an Elite Force one on ICF, I think. It's possible, but it won't look as clean as the stock ARP9.
Yeah. And actually, if you want a good example of what these would look like with a proper buffer tube on there, the PCC9 that GMG came out with. I hate that they're limited edition, though.
I would get the PCC9 and get the color kit.
Oh, yes.
I would touch my nipples for that PCC9. Dog, everybody on Hop Up asked way too high of a price for their ARP9. So I'm like, dog, you can literally buy this new for like $220.
What are they asking for?
I don't know. Some dude asked like $300-$400. I'm like, dog, you need to step
What did he
up.
do to it?
Nothing.
He's just selling a stock ARP9.
Like, people will do that all the time. They sell a stock ARP9. They're like, oh, it has 4 bags and 2 of them are broken.
Oh, wow, cool. I can buy...
Legendary Gaming General. You got one? What do you got? An ARP9? Oh, a PCC9? You suck.
Ooh.
There, I said it. That's okay.
The
Maybe I'll see if
PCC9's ours. I like the rail that's on the PCC9 a little bit better than the regular ARP9 rail.
It's a lot. It's just cooler.
And it's got a slightly longer barrel, too.
I like this. That's like my taste. Is a PCC9.
Your buddy.
Do they still have? I want to see if it's like still available somewhere so that I can even get one. Or if we could, I mean, I'm sure we could get one, obviously, but
Yeah, they only made 3,000 of those worldwide.
fudge. With a hand-signed card. Oh, they might be. Oh, God, no. Oh, no! Most places have them sold out!
Are you
It might
surprised?
be too late to get the PCC9, everybody.
They weren't out for that long either.
Okay. There might be somewhere out there. Somewhere out there.
Opinion on building a standalone DMR upper for the ARP9.
Yes!
Why not?
My boy, well, our boy Brandon did a Mark 18 upper build for his ARP9, which is pretty funny. But I think he was also the same guy that did a DMR upper like build anyways. But you have...
That's funny.
Luckily, Brian has a fusion engine, so that thing you can like tweak those settings to like...
Imagine one of these with like a 20-inch barrel on it.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. No,
I kind of want to do that now.
So what you need to do is get that, and then make sure you upgrade. If it's yes, I recommend also getting the the fusion engine. So I recommend getting a red, silver, or black.
Hi, Elijah.
And then you can unscrew the front end, swap it out, and then you can do that. Oh, dude, I want to see this. I want to see this DMR upper. I'm ready. My body is ready. Let's do this.
That would be pretty darn awesome.
That'd be gold. Instagram worthy.
Yeah, buddy.
Silver or butt? True. Facts. Done. I want more ARP9s. Anyways, what were we talking about?
You know what they need to do? They need to make, at least not limited edition anyway, pink color kits for the ARP9.
Facts. Well, they released the Black Lotus like last year, we missed that boat. That was a limited edition.
Yeah, limited edition. But if
we should just
make
our own.
If they made the pink color kit as like a standard, I guarantee those things would fly out of here.
I would buy it. I'm gonna take off. If I buy an ARP9, I'm probably just gonna get them anodized.
Double barrel ARP9.
Stop it. The heresy would.
No. Yeah. I no.
I think the heresy would be good. Guys,
I'd rock a double barrel ARP9.
I would. Anyways, just so you all know, go find the Airsoft Heretics group on Facebook. Join it. Wait, I don't even know what I wanted to look for. I opened my phone. I wanted to look for something. Let's see.
You do that a lot. You space out quite often.
I think I have an attention disorder, but it's not diagnosed. Don't worry about it, though.
See, I am worried about it, Chuckles. I'm worried about your health.
Dad, I don't need your concerns. Dog. I think we have a 16-inch silver barrel in here.
We do have the... Do we still have those? That'd be
I'm
kind of
just
funny,
looking
though.
for ARP9 DMRs.
ARP carbine. Technically, it is a carbine. It's a pistol caliber carbine.
In the configuration it's in now?
Technically, it would be considered a pistol
But what if
caliber
the barrel was 20 inches?
Then it's not a carbine.
It's a pistol rifle. Wait, what? Pistol caliber rifle?
What?
Question mark?
It would technically be a pistol caliber rifle.
I like sniper. We say pistol caliber sniper!
The light was on, but it was making the video very blurry, which is why we turned it off.
Elijah, I don't care. Okay? You're not even my real dad, so...
You know what they should do? They should make an ARP9 that takes an M4 mag.
Now introducing the ARP556. Ta-da!
It's almost like I did that on purpose.
We also, you know what? Well, we need to get the ARP556 in next.
Those were not as popular as the ARP9,
but they still are hot, and they have metal bodies.
Literally the same gun.
Oh,
just takes an M4 mag instead.
I love it. Boom, pistol. I don't know what's happening. Dog, I like when you put the.
But why would you put a pistol brace on an airsoft gun? That's pointless.
Build list for sexy DMR upper. I like this. It's time to go shopping and buy the DMR.
See, there's no point to putting a pistol brace on.
I think I need to do an
SBR for airsoft because SBRs aren't illegal for airsoft.
Do you think that pink G&G upper would fit on this? Or lower?
Or both. That's not how that works.
Oof. I might do that. And if I could get a crane sock. Guys, should I do a pink ARP9 build?
Yes.
Comment.
No,
Comment below!
Yes. Anybody who does not say yes to his pink ARP9 build is a loser.
But should I get the red color kit? Or the white color kit? Silver, I mean.
I would do red. I would do the red.
FPS on these guys, you're looking at about 315, 320. Stock-ish.
Well, you said that was
Do
weird.
it. Do it. Send it. No.
Full send.
Adam, you're not my dad. You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, it doesn't...
The only correct answer in the comments is yes. All right, I need to see you working on this. I need to start working on this in my head. Do we still have that pink G&G body?
It should be floating around in the boneyard pieces back there.
Pink, black, camo. Oh, nuts.
Ooh.
Oh, my legs don't work.
You should get it camo wrapped in Muddy Girl.
Ooh. I'm not about that hick shit.
But you can be a real redneck.
Just everything I dreamed about being. I was wanting to be a redneck.
No word on gun painting yet. No hydro dipping. I think hydro dipping is stupid because hydro dipping will chip and peel off the gun. Super easy.
My cousin. In a non-weird way.
Okay. But we are possibly trying to toy around with the idea of getting a laser engraver and an anodizer here, so we can actually start doing laser engravings and custom paint jobs. But no idea on when that's actually going to happen. That's going to take quite a bit of work.
Ooh, I might buy this.
Can I flat hop your FAMAS?
Yes, do it.
No, just because you asked me personally, I just don't feel like it.
You don't know enough of us.
He said his FAMAS.
Flat hop your FAMAS.
He asked me if I can flat hop his FAMAS, which is why I said no. I'm not going to do it.
Easy.
You could. I just won't do it.
I've done a flat hop before. I mean, I don't do them for customers because they can be. I don't want to mess it up since that's custom work. But fresh paint job every month. Yes.
Imagine rocking out there, same gun but new paint job, literally every time you go to play.
I like this. Let's do it. Plasti dip. We're in.
Just peel it off.
Okay, I think I was gonna buy a PP19, but I think I might just buy an ARP9. No idea when we will have the drum mags. Probably the next time we order from G&G.
The problem with the drum mags is since they're the most popular magazine that sells with the ARP9, they're almost always out of stock. But I can definitely promise that we can at least try to bring some in when we order our next G&G order.
If we put another G&G order through, I want to get in an orange color kit because I might buy that Battleship Gray ARP9.
Yeah.
I could do 2 different builds. Oh my god.
See, somebody agrees with me with the Bison.
No, PP19 VTS. No buys. Bison. Whatever.
It's all about the Bison. I used to rock that in Modern Warfare 3.
What is this?
What is what?
I have no idea. I have my first day here all week. Damn 14. We'll talk business later, Adam.
Yes, we will talk later.
Shoot Tom a message. He's
Yes.
the master.
Relax.
Listen, okay? I'm just trying to...
I might be cool, but relax. I'm not that cool.
Dog. Brian, you're a wealth of knowledge right now, okay? My boy out here getting wild. Chuck should dual...
You should dual wield.
Wild. No, it's wild.
No, it's wield.
No, it'd be EI.
You're right. You're correct.
Wield.
You are true.
Your English is for bad.
You should. You should dual wild.
Tatingo skurra. I'd have to do it Modern Warfare 2 style of where you look straight on and you hold it like that. But when you're using them, it's like, and then you put them down.
Somehow you magically reload both guns.
Next adult line, I'm in.
Yeah.
Ah, fudge. Sorry, I think I have carpal tunnel. I have I think my wrists are screwed up. Anyways.
Adult Nerf.
Adult Nerf is
awesome.
Regular Nerf.
That was awesome. Oh, God. I can't wait for the next Adult Nerf.
I even got to go out and play a game, and I actually enjoyed myself. I
was being a little bit of a tryhard while I was out there. Me and Brendan were being a little bit of a tryhard while we were out there.
The odds were stacked against us, but we.
But you know what? I had a hell of a lot of fun. My favorite game mode though was the zombies game modes.
I didn't.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Oh snap! Ooh, look. Extreme Airsoft posted. Okay. That's all I had to say.
All right.
See you, Zach. How do you feel about the MW4? I haven't actually seen. I saw that there were like rumors. I don't know what it's gonna be.
I don't hype myself for video games now. So
it's too easy to get disappointed.
Exactly. Especially nowadays with the way game... Destiny is a perfect example.
True.
When the first Destiny came out, I
Titanfall?
overhyped myself for that. Titanfall was awesome.
Well, no, Titanfall was awesome, but it died quick.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they didn't add anything to the...
Well, I think a lot of the reason why it died so quickly, especially the second one, was they released it the exact same time that, like, the Call of Duty and the Battlefield and all that were coming out. So it was overshadowed by all those.
Yeah. And Titanfall 1, the first one, like, the demo, the full game didn't offer too much different for your experience. So,
But like, Destiny's a perfect example of getting overhyped.
Fudge.
I hyped myself for Destiny, the first Destiny, like it was nothing. And I got the game, and I played for about 5 minutes, and I brought the game back because I was like, this really sucks. Because there was no content.
How well can you see this?
Bring it a little closer and up. A little bit more closer. There we go.
You see that? Oh, I'm really... Oh, wait, no, the microphone's there. You see that, boyos? That's art. That's my senior recital at this weekend. Was the big garb.
The big garb.
I like that.
See, I can honestly say that Destiny 2 was better than Destiny 1 as far as when the game first came out before DLC was added. But it was still trash.
My recital is located at URI. So if any of you are actually interested, shameless plug, you know what? Show up, everybody. URI Fine Arts Center this Saturday, 3 p.m.
Show some support for Chuckles.
We should do a disc. I mean, it's free to go to my concert's free, and it's like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but still, they can show some moral support.
But you guys can show up. It'll be cool. I might live stream it, but I'm not sure. We should do like, if you go to Chuckles' concert and you bring in a program, you get a % off in the store or something. That'd be funny.
Ooh, that would actually be.
I'll get bodies in here, and there.
It would. It definitely would. I wouldn't say no to that.
We'll see. We'll see. I just thought of that right now. I was like, wouldn't that be cool if, like, you showed up? I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, and then you just come here and spend the money you would have spent to come see me next stream stuff. Yeah. But hey, I mean, if you're not doing anything Saturday, 3 p.m., you can come hear me sing, which is incredible because most people don't know I'm actually I'm a music education major. So that's completely different than what people ever thought that. I mean, anytime I talk to anybody, they're like, wait, you're a student? What do you go to school for? And I'm like, music education. They're like, what? They're okay.
Hi, bye.
Just because it's weird for the assistant manager at Extreme Airsoft going all these Milsim events and stuff and doing all that cool shiz they're just like, how does who is
So
this guy?
what exactly is music education?
So the primary, music education, like general music, like it. I mean, there could be, I'm gonna get educated in singing the campfire song. No. It's an overall thing. Like I'll be teaching, you have student teaching and you have practicum, like your placement and stuff. You have it you're educated in all levels. So from, you have a wide array. So I have to take all the methods classes. So I need to, though I'm a singer, I have to took brass methods. I'm not really good at playing trumpet or tuba. I definitely didn't want to try the French horn. I could do okay on clarinet. Can't make a sound on the flute. Okay on sax, oboe, whatever. And then I'm taking
S-A-X, sax.
No,
The way you enunciated it was weird.
And then right now I'm in string methods. So we just finished violin and viola, and now I am playing the string bass, which is pretty fresh. But it encompasses everything. So when I do student teaching, you do it at the elementary level, middle school level, high school level. But I'll be essentially qualified to teach. I did struggle with the viola. Hey, listen, okay? I'm not that bad.
So Turner wants you to sing Country Roads.
At the concert or right now?
Right now.
No. You guys aren't worth it. You guys need to do better than that. Country Roads. I could sing it really bad if you want me to. I just want to sing Careless Whisper. I wanted to sing Careless Whisper. I need you go to any of the jazz guys in the department and you just mention Careless Whisper offhand. They're just like, what is wrong with you? I'm just like, I don't know, man. Like, it's cool. It's a gimmick, but just because every sax player ever is like, anybody else want to ask me to play it? I don't know.
Avocados. What's the
guacamole? Guacamole. I don't know.
What?
Peel the avocado. Guacamole. Guacamole.
What about Tobuscus's nugget and a biscuit?
Do you like my... Oh, I thought you were going to say Diamond Sword.
Oh, that too.
Dude, me and my friends, high school, right? Me and my friends were upset. Actually, if you go back far enough, my profile picture on Facebook is, at one point was Tobuscus. Because me and all of my friends at one point, we all just did it as like a joke. We all put our profile pictures as different faces of like the cartoon Tobuscus that we felt exemplified our personalities. So it's
I used to like
funny.
his when he would do what were they, the trailers that he would do. What are they, literal trailers?
Oh yeah, the literal
trailers. Those were awesome.
Dude, he was so funny. I used to. I fell out of watching a lot of YouTubers. Like the only YouTube I watch now really is I watch Hot Ones. First We Feast. Just so you know, shameless plug for Hot Ones on YouTube. It's this guy, Sean Evans, and since day one, he's been doing it. But essentially, there's 10... He has a special guest on, so, one of his first guests, I think, was Busta Rhymes, but he has famous celebrities on all the time now. And so what they do is they have 10 different wings, hot wings, with 10 different sauces that progressively get hotter. And as the wings get hotter, after every wing, this guy Sean asks a question. So then he'll be like, but he's so good. Like, he does his research, so he'll ask rappers about something super, or somebody about something super specific, where they started off. It's crazy. But it's awesome because you get to watch your favorite celebrities burn their mouths and they cry. Or if you're I forgot who, Ronnie Chang, I don't remember who, but somebody pooped their pants once. It's amazing. It's great. So go watch that. But I watch that. I still watch US Airsoft. Airsoft channels. I watch US Airsoft. I like them.
I'm trying to remember which one US Airsoft is. I think I know which one.
He's out of Texas. He does mostly reviews.
He's not the same one.
Oh, it's what?
He's not the one that does like top 10.
He does the top 10
unusual guns or top 10 most common.
Exactly. He does that.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of his videos in a while, but I did watch him quite a bit.
Eric Andre one was hilarious because at the end he just started smashing stuff. But it was interesting to know Chuckles needs the big help he finds agony of using. Listen, okay? You do too. If you play Airsoft and you feel good about shooting somebody, then
you're in the same
you're
boat.
in that too. Scott is his name. Scott Hollenbeck. So go check US Air. Who do I even follow on YouTube? And Binging with Babish. Babby's my boy. Novrich. What's up, guys? It's Novrich here with another. What's up, guys? It's Novrich here. Oh man,
favorite Airsoft YouTuber? Go.
My favorite Airsoft YouTuber. My favorite for the longest time.
I guess we'll say Airsoft personality. Just
personality. I if it was YouTuber, I'd go with. I like Scout the Doggy. He does like just great. I don't know if you know Scout the Doggy, but he's mostly.
I've heard the name quite a bit, but I haven't actually watched any of his stuff.
He mostly films, but he does. He's out in the UK, but like he has a catalog of hundreds of videos of just gameplay of every variety. So, you have cool stuff. There's a lot you could do. I like him, but I think right now my favorite YouTuber to watch is either Kicking Mustang, because like his sniper ghillie gameplay. His ghillie game is so strong. People will stand next to him
and not even
notice him. Some of the best gameplay, but he also does a great job. He has the 360 camera now, so he can get the perspectives that he gets are crazy. Or House Gamers.
I was about to say it. If I had to pick two, House Gamers would be definitely one of them because he pretty much personifies exactly the way I like to think about Airsoft.
Yeah,
it's just fun. A game. He's out there to have fun. He's just messing around. So he is like the perfect personification of that mentality, and he's hilarious. I got to meet him while I was at SHOT Show, and it normally when you meet your celebrity that you've always wanted to meet, when you meet them in person, they're a different person behind the scenes than they are on camera. Mm-hmm. That is not the case with him. He is literally the exact same person on and off camera. It is awesome. But he would definitely be one of them. And then the other one, it's not really a single personality per se. It's more of a group of personalities looped under one banner, essentially. And it's Extreme Airsoft.
Ha! I like that. That's a good answer. Anybody, favorite YouTuber, Airsoft YouTuber, go in the comments below. I felt like I had something to say that I wanted to say, but I couldn't even remember. UK Arms. UK Arms is their Airsoft wholesalers, their company name. They're a huge distributor in the United States of, just about any product you can think of. They distribute. They distribute a lot of like TMC, FMA, all of those things.
I can almost guarantee you I know why that question was asked. Revention. He's an Airsoft YouTuber.
Oh, and he does all the reviews.
He does all the reviews of crappy Airsoft guns, and he purposefully buys the guns that are like $2.
I wanted to buy that RPG. Anyways.
But he purposefully buys a gun that's $2 on UK Arms, which, guess what? If you buy a $2 Airsoft gun from anywhere, it's going to be garbage.
Bad. That's literally
But now what ends up happening is he uses that, and he trash talks the entirety of UK Arms because of that. And that's not fair to UK Arms, because UK, like Chuckles was saying, UK Arms is a distributor for a lot of different brands. I can literally get almost anything I want on UK Arms. Yeah. You can buy Scorpions on there. You can buy TMC on there. You can buy ICS guns on there. I think they do Elite
Condor,
Force guns.
They literally will sell
literally everything. So my opinions on UK Arms, I think they're awesome just for the sole fact that you can literally get almost.
How can you hate on a $2 product? That's like That's like if you go to Burger King or you go to McDonald's and you're like, oh yeah, I'll have the burger off the dollar menu, and you just eat it. And you're like, oh my god, this sucks. And you're like, what? Did you want to go to a 5-star restaurant and have an actual burger? Like, that's not even. That might be real meat, you know, like.
So
whereas you go to the Muse Tavern, you spend $15 on a burger, that burger's gonna kick butt.
Now, I will admit his videos are entertaining to watch. When he's trying to run at his, I forget what field he plays at, but when he's running at his field with that spring LMG that he bought.
That's a thing?
Yeah, it's a spring LMG.
Damn.
It's entertaining to watch him do that. And there was actually one where it was a spring. It was like it looked like a high kappa, and he racked it, and it literally exploded in his hand.
Ha! Ha! I like that.
Like, it's entertaining, but it's not fair to UK Arms to have their entire company based off of a $2 gun that you're buying from. First off, you're buying it on Amazon. He's not actually buying it from UK Arms. He's buying it from Amazon, and it's just a $2 gun, a $2 spring gun. Guess what? Those are going to be garbage.
Yes. Dutch the Hooligan.
He's another good one. I like him.
I understand what you're saying, Michael, is the clickbaity thing. Because a lot of stuff is like, oh my god, this cheater's like horrible. And then it's like, it takes up like 10 seconds of the video, and it's non-confrontational. And
it's usually just him being like, really, guy? And
a lot of it, yeah. A lot of it's Airsoftology. He did a really good video, you know, talking about clickbait. Like, part of it is, unfortunately, it's, you know, just by changing that, and I think Kicking Mustang too addressed it as well, like cheaters and everything, like putting it in your title. Like, some people, I'll admit, like, are clickbait, but other people, you know, it's part of it is how they, you know, if that's their livelihood, you know, like
when you're scrolling through YouTube, you're more likely to click on the video that when we're talking about Airsoft as a whole. We're gonna ignore literally every other channel. But when you're scrolling through and you're looking through Airsoft videos, the average person is more likely to click on an Airsoft video that has cheater in the title than literally any other video. So, yeah, it's very clickbaity, and it's kind of crappy, and it does kind of ruin the video because, like you said, it takes up 10 seconds of his 5 to 10 minute video. But the only way he's going to get those views, because that's how he makes his money, is with YouTube, just like with Jet and Leah and all that. That's how he's going to get his views, is because that's what people are clicking on. That's what people want to watch. But I like his videos. The only thing I don't like about it, which it's not his fault. I understand he's technically not really sponsored by them, but he basically got a free gun from Umbrella Armories.
Yeah, he's like, Umbrella Armories, like, everything I use is Umbrella Armories.
So that's the only thing I don't really like about him, but I understand why he does it. So I'm not gonna trash talk him for because again that's how he makes his money. That's how he does his stuff.
Custom
so I'm not really
patches. I believe Kenyan Embroidery over here, locally, if you're looking for someplace local, they'll do patches as well. I mean, if you go into any Facebook group ever, you're like, hey, I want custom patches made for my team. Or, like, if you're just looking for name tape, then you can do that. If you're looking for an actual, something that's easy to access, if you're going to do, like, a cool team logo, like Who Shot First, LLC, they're a good company. They do custom patches. They'll give you quotes, everything.
Another good company to look at that we've actually been talking to is, they're called Tough OEM. And they make some pretty high quality. They do mostly PVC. And it was just somebody turning around. They do mostly PVC patches. I don't think they really delve too much into the woven patches. But
get a PVC.
They make some really, really high quality PVC.
Your PVC patches will last forever. I have PVC patches that have lasted me longer than any of my non-PVCs will. But for the most part, name tape, you don't really run into issues. There's no fraying really. But like if you're doing like a team patch, like all of the team patches that I have are falling apart, essentially. So yeah, you have options out there if you're looking for name tape. Just about anybody, you go in a classifieds group, you're like, hey, need name tape for my team. But if you need an actual patch, do that. OC Airsoft, I have no clue.
I'm not familiar.
I bought that high crappa. I don't know what he means. I need a price on the lower side because I'm only 14. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh,
Because
custom
of patches,
patches?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to... You can get quotes from all the companies. All these companies are... They'll give you quotes. You message them. You email them. They'll give you quotes. So you can figure out... I mean, obviously, the more patches you buy, the cheaper it's going to be. The more simple the design.
Well, the cheaper it'll be per patch.
Per patch, yes.
But,
Boom. Done.
oh, that guy. I don't like him. OC Airsoft? DSG Justice.
Oh, that guy?
I don't like him.
I think that kind of stuff's toxic for the
So
Airsoft.
basically what he's doing in a situation like that with DSG Justice, he's justifying calling out cheaters. No, he's justifying cheating for the sake of calling out a cheater.
Yes.
All you're doing is, one, you're making the cheating even more toxic because now you're adding to the cheating. And two, you're just pissing people off even more.
Yeah. And then you're breaking the rules. You're literally, if somebody else is breaking the rules and you break the rules to make a point, you're literally no better than them. You're just.
Because guess what? Whether or not you prove your point or not, you're still breaking the rules.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, man.
So I will admit the no full auto in buildings video that he had.
That's pretty funny.
That was funny. He said, "Oh, no full auto in buildings." That's not full auto. It's full auto. Damn, bro. Okay.
Yeah. So, part of it's also like...
But, and any of those guys that'll do videos of, oh, I saw the cheater, so I just completely mag dumped him with my 35 round a second Polar Star. Guess what? You're part of the problem. You're not fixing the problem. You are part of the problem.
Damn, dog. I might buy one of these. I really just want... I want a new gun so bad.
So the price of the new 416, you have to come in and take a look at it.
Yeah, sometimes prices we can't talk about. 416. It's tight, though.
It is worth every penny you can spend on it. Those things are awesome.
Yes, worth. Okay.
And they've been very, very popular. It's hard for us to keep them in stock.
Yeah, they were sold out for actually quite a bit, which is the only reason why we were able to get them back in. Because it just so happened when we called, Cliff was like, oh, yeah. We're like, do you got 416s yet?
Shooting
Yes.
airsoft cheaters with real 50 cal deagle.
Yes.
Actually, there's what I forget what his name is. If I mention some of his videos, you guys might be able to tell me who his name is. But he does a lot of videos of, I think he's somewhere out in like the UK or like Europe, somewhere in that general area, and he does videos where they'll do like specialized game modes, and he had one where he was dressed up as the Grim Reaper. And he would like hide in dark corners, and like he couldn't die. Like the only way he could die is if somebody hit him with melee. Like they could shoot him all day and he doesn't die. But if they hit him with melee, he dies and he has to go and respawn somewhere. But like he could walk around the field and he would hide in dark corners and scare the crap out of people and hit him with his with scythe. And I think he did one with a fake chainsaw that he was running around with. And he was I don't think it was Silo.
No, I think he's just saying. He might just be saying.
Oh, all right.
As a question. Yeah, it looks like it might be a question.
But
no, we don't have PP 1901s in stock. But just buy an LCT, the SR3. Those are cool. I'll buy one.
It's bothering me now that I can't think of what this guy's name was.
No clue.
But the videos are actually really funny because he literally will pop out of a dark room. And there was one, he had a chainsaw, but he took the chain off of it. So he actually could turn it on.
That's scary.
And
I like it.
there's like tunnel systems underneath buildings and whatnot. They get super dark. And he'd be sitting in like a little hallway, and squads would start rolling by with their flashlights, and all of a sudden they hear, oh,
God.
And oh my God, it was
Clean shot.
I think it might be him. Now that you mentioned that name, I think it might be him.
Yeah. Way off topic, mostly. Opinion on LTD ban. That's very interesting. You probably don't know about that.
I don't know what you did mention it a little bit last night to me, but I don't really know much of what's going on.
So I don't know very many specific details on the LTD ban. I know that LTD, they're a Speedsoft team out of California. They're one of the OG Speedsoft teams.
They're actually one of the better ones out there too.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
They're like, you'd see them commonly competing with SYG and stuff, and SYG as well, is supporting them. But I don't know super specific, but LTD very publicly expressed their opinions. I mean, this is how I have gotten it, is they expressed their opinions on how the Speed QB tournaments were being run. And it's been a while since they actually happened, like 6 months, right? So what actually happened is they contacted them like last week, and they said that they banned the players. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know anything. We're not taking sides at all because we don't know, and you all probably don't know all of the details. You don't know exactly what was said by LTD, because LTD could have just done this thing where they just trash on Speed QB, and I'm not entirely sure. So if you could shed some light on any of that, like for sure 100%, that'll be different. But LTD was banned. According to LTD, it was because they were speaking their minds and they were having, an opinion about Speed QB, the tournaments, how to improve them, the biases, whatever. And so then 6 months later, now they just got banned, and they can't go back to Speed QB. Or they can't go back to Tax City, so they're banned from there for, for long-term period. I know that I believe they're in the process of remediating. I'm not entirely sure all of the details, but, I mean, that's the thing. Until we know everything that was said and everything that's happening, also target people associated. Oh, really? Oof. So, I can't make any comments. We can't really make any comments about, what's going on much.
The problem that some of you guys might not understand when it comes to situations like this, especially with it being fairly recent, since there's no details out there about what exactly happened, we don't know what LTD was saying. We don't know exactly what was told to them when they were banned. Nobody knows all the details except for the people that are physically involved. So we can't really have any sort of opinion on what's actually happening because we don't know who's right, we don't know who's wrong. And the problem that you end up running into is if you immediately start voicing your opinion about something, or you immediately start putting something out there as news, as something that's actually going on, and the opposite turns out to be true, now you look like a moron because you were like, yeah, well, I guarantee you this is exactly what happened, and all of a sudden it was the exact opposite. So
take being a field. Being a field, I mean, it depends on, like I said, it depends on the details. Again, we can't talk about what we would do, but there's obviously a reason. There's no reason that they wouldn't take some sort of action. They wouldn't just be like, hey, suddenly we hate them, kind of thing.
There's something going on behind the scenes that none of us know about, and we might never know about it, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah. Hi, Benny Soccer. We're not getting... I mean, we could special order Crytek rifles.
But we don't get shipments specifically for Crytek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So, but hopefully soon we'll know all of the details. Hopefully they'll work out their differences. I imagine it would have to be pretty serious to get a full ban and it'd be threatened to be banned. I'd have to imagine that there'd have to be something. So there's always two sides, and that's essentially... That's it. There's two sides to everything, and especially here, because we could have a customer come in and be like, oh yeah, such and such is doing, saying this and this about you on this, this. But there's nothing to prove that. There's nothing backing it up. Is that worthy of a ban? All those things. So, but that's it. But it's a good question. I was trying to get all caught up with it. Who else is going to be AMS? Actually, I might end up going. LTDs at Speedsoft team out in California. Adam, I might actually be going to the to that event in August. It's in August, right? The event in Jersey, the AMS one. I might be going to that. Me and my guys might be rolling up to that. So we'll see what's the haps. So we'll see about that. Swag. No, I just keep putting my foot up in your space.
I keep forgetting that you're putting your foot there, so I keep trying to put my foot
I
back.
hate stools. Oh, balls.
I guess now. Well, you guys have been asking questions, but
if you have any questions, we're gonna start probably wrapping up. It's getting late.
So,
Remember that time we said we were just gonna have the live streams be 45 minutes long? Remember the time that we've been running like 2.5-hour streams sometimes?
So,
do you remember that?
For you guys that don't
Pepperidge
know,
Farm remembers.
Oh,
I'm so tired.
Back when James and Des were here, they were doing the podcasts, and they were about an hour long. Well,
hour and a half.
An hour and a half. So there was somewhere between an hour and a half.
We
And
couldn't agree on a good time.
they ended up getting rid of the podcast because just James and Des just don't. Well, James is here like super part-time.
Now James is back here, but he's not.
He's here, but he's not here.
He's not in a super involved capacity. 24-hour stream one day.
The podcast just basically ended up getting put on the back burner. Well, me and Chuckles were like, you know what? We kind of want to bring the podcast back.
Yeah.
But how are we going to do it in a capacity that's going to, one, keep people involved with it, and two, make sure that we're not doing an hour-long podcast and people get bored with it.
Yes.
So we were like, all right, so it's going to be anywhere between half an hour to 45 minutes at the most, and it's going to be exactly this way, and it's going to be exactly this. And I don't think we've actually had a podcast that's been less than an hour.
I think maybe our first one, because we wanted to really adhere to it, but after that, we just get off. But it's not like it's bad, you know? If you guys were, like, not being involved in the chat and stuff like that, then we wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. And if you guys weren't involved, I mean, because normally we average, like, a lot of viewers.
Yeah, that is one big, huge difference that I've noticed with the podcasts now is you guys are a lot more involved than what you used to be. And that's what's keeping us on longer, which I've got no problem with that. As long as you guys want us to be on longer than 35 minutes, then I'll be on longer than 35 minutes. I got no problem with that.
Me too.
Because if you guys are entertained with it, I'm entertained with it.
Ooh. Whew. Stools are just never comfortable, man. Yes, Polar Star your Avalon Gladius, because...
Polar Star everything.
Yes, do it.
Everything.
Because then you don't need to worry about your gearbox. Oh, I need to poop.
I still want a Gladius, too.
I gotta poop so bad. Okay, let's finish this.
All right, so...
The stream is live. I got it for MW3 of my friends. Michael Martin, real MVP. Crusade up, we're just running around stabbing each other.
That would actually be kind of funny, though. Just a bunch of people running around with...
Put a Polar Star in your Avalon if you want something super swag. Polar Star is love. Polar Star is life. I have Polar
buddy.
Star. I buy Polar Star. Tom is buying Polar Star.
I will be buying Polar Star.
Stars. Oh!
I
See
miss
ya, Brian.
I miss my Polar Star when I had one
IRA,
before.
come play Airsoft. It's fun.
Do it. Full send.
2 years. Oh my god.
Full send. So.
All right, we're gonna wrap up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Just a couple announcements. So this weekend, again, we have Pistol Shotgun Night. So, pistols and shotguns only. No tapazines, no gas blowback rifles. So definitely check that out. It's gonna be the first Pistol Shotgun Night back. So if you don't want to miss it, definitely come down for that. Then the next Saturday, the 30th, is going to be another adult night. 18 plus, 400 FPS limit, no safety kill, certain pyro grenades, all the goodies that you get along with adult night.
We are doing very good.
We've had some really good turnouts for adult night recently.
Last week was friggin' crazy. We had so many people come out, so many new players. Me and Brendan had a few surprises because the past 2 adult nights, he still had a box of tagging RTBs. So last week was pretty scary for some people, I imagine, because I was like, we tell nobody and we have big surprise. So you hear people scream, they go, BAM! And they're like, God! Boop, 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 boop. Back up your car.
And then on the
Yes, Adam.
6th, that Saturday, we're not going to be doing any specialized gaming because on the 7th, we have our Extreme Vice up. It's going to be Miami themed. Miami themed. It's going to be a Miami Vice themed event. Make sure you guys check out the pre-reg. Pre-reg, you can save yourself $5. You can even pick your team, and you get a free event patch. Check it out. Come for that. It's going to be awesome. Make sure you pre-register for my team. And then on the 13th, we're going to be having 21 Plus Nerf again because that was a hell of a lot of fun, and we need to do it more often.
All right.
So definitely check us out for that. But
other than that, stay tuned to our YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already, you nerds. We love you. You all are beautiful people.
Hit the notification bell. Like the video. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Send us a carrier pigeon.
Come here by
train. Twitter.
I can't think of anything
Stuff, things, all that other stuff. But it's been No Name.
And it's your boy Chuckles, and we'll see you this weekend. Nerd!